And welcome to Rebel Rock. This is our weekly show where we talk music, we hang out. I am Dan. With me this week is Nick Grandchamp.
That's right. Nick Grandchamp here with the Bopper. How y'all doing? How you doing, Dan? How you doing?
Oh, it's been a really bad 2 weeks. Can I say that?
Let's hear about it, because I've heard some. We've both been busting our butt working, and I've heard through the grapevine you had a little bit of a leakage problem. A little more than a leak.
So last Friday, I'm working. It's probably 2:30 in the afternoon. The girlfriend hits me up and she goes, "Call me." So I call her. She's like, "Don't get mad. The basement is flooded out."
Don't get mad. I
Don't
know
get
it.
So I hop in the car, I rush home, I get into the basement, and there's like that much water across the whole thing.
No, like even like the whole thing. Like not even in a section, just the
No, it's the whole it's turned into a pool. Like straight up,
whole.
probably,
Yeah,
enough
that's a
water
lot for a
where
basement.
you step in it, it's like you're stepping in water. I had to put on I found like some, I don't even know what they were, some sort of shoe that I had that, like rain boots pretty much.
Jesus, man. No,
So,
your guitars and everything. I know they're on stands, but
well, I didn't know what was on the ground, what wasn't on the ground. Because I have my shelving is pretty decent, so I have a lot of stuff up, but there was a lot of stuff that was still sitting on the floor, and I was just racking my brain, and I have so much stuff that, I
yeah.
mean, it started a process. I mean, we got the wet vac out. Jordan, Rebel Gaming Club,
Yep.
Jordan
Jordan
came
came.
over and helped for like 3 hours. I mean, I have a big shag rug that I had to throw that out. This thing was
Yeah.
soaked.
That thing was cool too. Fuck.
And then I'm like going, foot by foot, trying to see what's salvageable, what's not. Um I had a bunch of, in the back of the basement, I had a bunch of totes, like old fashioned totes of record like cases that were made of like hard cardboard from the 60s. They're full of Disney records and it is all soaked up with water. So I took those got thrown away. So you're talking like 100 plus vintage Disney records that I had to throw away. Um, I had a bunch of laser discs that had just gone through that were sitting on the floor. I lost probably about 75 laser discs.
Holy fuck. That hurts your boy Nick Grandchamp, because I like the laser disc too.
I know it.
Nothing you could do. What are you
My
gonna do?
whole bubblegum pop collection from the late 60s.
No, Dad. You've been
But
working your ass off to get that collection.
I did, and I was able to salvage most of it because the case that was in was like this ottoman. The ottoman was soaking wet, but the records, I had them all in plastic sleeves, so I was able to kind of like air dry them out.
Air dry some of them.
Yeah, so I salvaged all those, and I mean the fucking art's kind of banged up, but at least they're playable. They're still intact. So
This is worst case nightmare for a collector. Like worst case scenario. Like, I mean, it could have been more water, but having any water ain't good. Now, what was the source of it? Was it the snow? We got a shit ton of snow. Was it leaky pipe?
no, so I where I live, it's like
Yeah.
townhouses, like condos. Like I
Yeah.
have a whole row of them. I'm like in the middle, pretty much. And we have an exit out in the hallway in the basement. So if there's a fire, you can get into the hallway and get out. In the hallway, there's a pipe that runs along the whole thing. And this happened about 8 years ago. The pipe burst right in front of my door.
Holy shit.
So it was the same spot, the same thing happened. So it wasn't even in my apartment, but it was right in front of the apartment door to the escape. So it just all was draining into my place, and the neighbors got it, but not as bad. I feel like I hit the grunt of it, really.
So now you're essentially this is the second time. So now in the back, you're thinking, all right, now I got to be careful. What, you lucked out in the sense that it still sucked. It could have been way worse. It did suck, you know what I mean? But now you're thinking, shit, probably got to be careful.
Oh, trust me, it took me well over 30 hours to get this whole thing cleaned up. So Friday, I got out of work, rushed home. I worked on the flooded area in the basement from 3 in the afternoon until 2 in the morning. Went to bed at
No,
2, woke up at 6, and went
no.
right back at it for another, 16 hours.
Holy fuck.
Um, And obviously I thought I had most of it and it was pretty good. Then come Monday, I started looking around at other things and I'm like, man, maybe I didn't look close enough.
Oh, no.
So, and I was finding more stuff that I had to pull apart. Like I have a whole a custom made shelf for my records, my good ones in the corner here.
Yeah.
It holds about, I don't know, 400 or 500 records. I noticed the water was seeping up the sides of so I had to pull all those records out. I had to like get like a portable heater, stick it in there and like dry it out for like, another X amount of hours. I finally got that dried out and I got all the records back in. It just, it,
Dude, that's fucking. Oh, dude. I mean, dude, your basement, for y'all don't know, I'm sure you know because you watch Rebel Gaming Club, but being there, you can see it, in Rebel Gaming Club, but being there is a fucking museum. So just it breaks my heart as a friend and a fellow collector to just know that shit happened to you, man. I was like, I couldn't believe it when you told me. I was like, I mean, it's a museum, and I'm glad it wasn't as bad as it could be, but it's still not good. And
yeah, it really could have been 10 times worse. So
you
in
got
a lot of
guitars
ways,
down there, and
I pretty much went through the whole collection. I've now waterproofing everything, so if it does happen again, things
right,
can't get fucked up. Um,
right,
I had a bunch of banana boxes that were holding all kinds of random collectibles and old RCR stuff. So I salvaged all what I could out of that and put the banana boxes into plastic heavy duty bags.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
now it can't seep in there. There was all kinds of little things that, I'm ready for it if it ever does happen again. So either
Dude,
way,
I'm sorry to hear that.
and on
Fuck.
top of it, I was waiting on a new microphone
Yeah.
because obviously the last time we did a live cast here, the audio was real shit. So now we got a new Yeti mic.
All right. Yeah, those are pretty popular. People use them. Yeah.
Incredible. I had some GameStop credits, so it didn't cost me anything. Now we can sound crystal clear.
No, it sounds great, Dan. You can hear me. I hear you. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking A. That's just Jeffrey. What's up, buddy?
Jeff's in the house. Who else do we got? We got Sean in the house. Yeah. Sean knows that
What's up,
floods aren't good. Go game go. Go. We got Jeff in the house. Years ago, I went downstairs to do laundry.
Oh,
Didn't bother to turn on the light. And as soon as I stepped down, I was in water. Terrible feeling. Yeah. Yeah, so you know all about it. It's the worst. There's nothing worse than a flood in the basement. And
dude.
and no, here, this is the best part. The best part. We call our landlord and we're like, so the basement's flooded. What do we do? And he's like, um, um, I'm not sure. And we're like, well, do we rent some equipment? He's like, I don't know where you rent that stuff.
No. No.
No help, no help at all. So we were just like, okay, so I guess we'll figure this out. And he goes, yep, that sounds good.
All right. Well, you can tell him. So, is there insurance now? You might even think about insuring your collection with this shit, flood insurance. Can you
It
do
wouldn't.
it? I don't.
No, I mean, I can't. It would be too expensive in the time and effort to do that. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I think I took the precautions. Jeff, I did take a few photos, but it doesn't matter because there's no insurance to claim on the stuff that I lost and all that
Dude,
stuff.
that's fucking. The thing is, man, is that happened one time a long time ago with me. Not, it wasn't in a basement. So, my first band, my dad built us a shed, to practice in because I lived in a trailer and there was no basement. So, the shed was ranky and, dude, one time came in and there's fucking snow all over our amps. I mean, luckily we were so young and we didn't have any expensive equipment. They were like, we had like a roll-in amp. I had a Rogue amp. They meant a lot to us. They weren't, high-end stuff, but that's the thing about New England. It's this fucking water pipes freezing. I have a customer that she lives elsewhere. She owns like this Victorian house here in Rutland, high-end Victorian house. Doesn't live here, comes up here for the weekend every once in a while. She walks in, pipes are broken, all like everything, and she's not. It's been running for days. The fucking water for days. It's like, damn. I mean, this is a New England kind of problem. A lot.
It is. You hear about it all the time, but like living in a townhouse, like condos, you
Yeah.
almost never hear about it because it's not really supposed to happen because
No,
there's so many
right.
places.
So I'm just glad your music stuff, like guitars and stuff, didn't get fucked. So
Yeah, like I said, most of the stuff was salvageable. There was, we lost probably a few $100s worth of shit, but it was the time and effort, and it was
yeah,
traumatic. It really was traumatic.
yeah, dude.
We got a comment. Chris says, "Much love, Dan. Sorry to hear this. I'll be listening at the gym tonight to Jeannie again in homage of your bubblegum
Yeah,
pop collection."
great. And if you guys haven't, I know Dan doesn't really flex too much of his stuff, but you should check out Dan's bubblegum pop record that he did about a year ago, over a year ago.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
over a year ago.
but it's great. You guys will love it. Really awesome, really catchy, fun stuff. I think you have on your Bandcamp, so you can just type in right?
Bop
Bop
Star.
Star.
Yeah, you type in Bop Star Rebels.
Check it out.
You'll find it.
Really fun stuff. I actually still have the CD in my new new to me 07 Volvo. So I know about bad times. I don't know if I told you listeners, but my car engine blew up on the side of a mountain a couple weeks ago. So, all the crazy goth chicks out there might be saying like, are things in retrograde or Mercury's in retrograde, but sometimes I believe that shit. So my car blew the fuck up, had to get towed home. AAA wouldn't pay for it. Then I had to threaten AAA. I mean, so it's weird what's going on. So
Yeah, I mean that's the next worst thing is anytime your car blows up, you're just like, what, it's like, so your car is towed pretty much done,
done.
and you gotta pay, and then they want you to pay for it on top of it, a useless car. It's like,
yep. And I paid for AAA, and I was like, nah, I got AAA, but the garage that towed me did take AAA, and I was like, yeah, so I still had to get it towed, so you guys are gonna have to, and they did. They refunded me, but I had to send it in with the receipt and
stress. More stress.
Yes.
Hello, Michael. Good to have you here tonight. Water damage is what he meant. I knew. Bad drainage. Yeah, it's got to be something because that pipe is busted that same spot. So I'm assuming that the pipe that they fixed last time was shit, and I'm sure they did a shit job again, and I'm sure it will happen again. So hopefully, I'll be out of this place by the time that happens. So last time it bought 7 years, so I plan on being out of here in 2 years. So we'll be good. Rock and roll music. Any new listenings? Any new? You got some finds? You've been out?
I do. So I've been working a lot. So I've been listening. Dude, I've listened to a lot of lately. I've been listening to a lot of early Stooges. I've been kind of in the back with this new cook that's been kind of there, and I've been playing just kind of that stuff kind of because I think it may be, something that's not too extreme. So I've been listening to a lot of that MC5 stuff like that, kind of like just on this Detroit scene kind of thing. And I did find some pickups, not many, but I did find some here. Check it out. I don't know if you could see. I got my phone. It's
you got some Ray Kniff there.
yeah, a little different. Kind of.
I'll be honest. I know the name. I don't know the artist at all as far as music.
So I took a chance. I've heard of him, and for $1 at the thrift, couldn't go wrong. I just got these like 10 minutes before we came on.
David Fry.
Yeah.
What is that like? Must be some sort of comedy album.
Yeah. Comedy. Yeah, it says life sometimes gets very heavy. It might be because personnel or world situations or tragedies. Somehow America rises up and is always able to handle each situation. Is that true? Well, anyways, we'll find out. But I got this. I think you'll like this. This is pretty rad. I just got this because I thought it was cool. So it's a stereo tester. So it's super old school to test your stereo. I had a couple last time on Rebel Rock, but this one's like the older. And it's just the art's cool. It's really fun. It's kind of like, like people used to buy these to see, go through the phases to see if they had low end and stuff like that. Not music related, but I did pick up this. I had to grab it. I love Scooby-Doo. Now you hooked me up big time a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm anytime I see Scooby-Doo, I buy it, and I still have the DVD. And let me see. I got one thing here. It's kind of cool. Some art. Got this from work. So check it out.
What the hell is that?
That's me.
That's me.
That's old Grand Champ with the Adidas. So it's kind of cool. I mean, I work at a small store, so it's cool. Everyone kind of, I don't know. But before I forget, I didn't get much, but I showed you this. But I got the Star Wars pop-up
book.
Yep, you said you've got a copy.
I got a copy of that too.
That's awesome. And I did put one of my books away. I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. Henry Rollins, Preferred Blur. So, yeah, it's just some of his notes and stuff. I guess I got one last plug I could do.
I just cultivated my book collection. I found I have that Henry Rollins book too.
Same book.
Same book.
Pretty cool. Speaking of books, I just printed a short run of some of my film photography. Just a little bit. So it's a very short run, only 50 of them. But if anyone's really interested, hit me up. Yeah, man, film's been a lot of fun, especially after my mom passed away. In COVID, basically I was like, all right, I can just get in the car, blast some music, take some shots, and try to be creative. So yeah, I guess that's like the biggest news with me. Yes. What did you find?
I mean, I had all kinds of luck. There was like, so I had to throw away all those like Disney records, but like I feel like karma was on my side, and like
there you go.
So we went to the old thrift, and first we found hold on, let me start actually with some other records. We found, speaking of bubblegum,
Oh,
Found a Bobby Sherman record, and these you can find them. They're dime a dozen, but every time I just look at that art. Tell me,
he's
isn't
so
yeah,
cool. His stuff isn't bad either. It's
it
not
it
bad.
really isn't. It's quite fun. I'm not a big fan of Joni Mitchell, but this album is in really nice shape, and I
That's cool.
snagged it up. I had to snag it up. Um, we got Pink Floyd, Animals.
Oh, wow. At the thrift?
Yeah, I'm telling you, like it.
All right.
Diane Ross and the Supremes. Where Did Our Love Go? I think this is like a collection.
Wow. Okay.
Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Nice.
Uh,
I have that. I used to have that record. Did I trade you that? I don't remember. No, not that one.
we get some Stevie Wonder. This is a record I've never come across. So
RBK would love the Stevie Wonder.
yeah, he's always about that. Found Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Oh, speaking of my mom, that's really weird. That was her jam, man. Pink Floyd.
Staple Singers.
What? You found that in there too?
Yeah, really nice shape. This was the most odd find. I couldn't believe this. Do you know what this is, Grand Champ?
That's like a new. No, what is that?
It's Beyonce. That's Lemonade by Beyonce. This is a double record.
Wait, you
yellow
found that
vinyl.
in the fucking thrift store?
It's like, yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
Like,
wow. You got to pick up that if you see that. That's pretty rare.
oh, I wasn't gonna leave. I'm gonna flip that. I don't
Yeah.
need Beyonce in my life, but we got Metal by Pink Floyd.
So someone traded in their Pink Floyd. That's what we're seeing here.
I had just had a copy of this, and I found another one, Grateful Dead Blues for.
That's right.
Remember? So I found another copy of it. This one's not as like condition wise as good. A Van Morrison record I've never come across.
You do love the Van Morrison.
I love Van Morrison so much. Birds, Younger Than Yesterday.
Oh, wow. All right, man. You're finding them.
We found a Wings album, At the Speed of Sound. I love me some Wings. Love Paul McCartney. Found the Byrds' greatest hits. Rolling Stones, It's Only Rock and Roll.
I've got that one. Yeah.
Sly and the Family Stone, greatest hits. I never ever find any Sly and the Family Stone stuff ever. Dark Side by Pink Floyd.
Shit. So that one right there is probably a good $40.
I had this. Remember, they accidentally sent me a copy brand new, and I sold it to NG on here. So now I have an original copy right there. I'm not a big fan of Jackson Browne, but we picked up the Pretender album from him.
Nice.
I was watching a Velvet Underground documentary last night, and come to find out, Nico from Velvet Underground?
Yeah.
Jackson Browne used to play guitar for her in the early days.
Weird.
Fun little fact.
That's weird.
We got Serge Gainsbourg, which is kind of a beatnik poet type of deal. That was a cool find. What else do we have here? This is Santana's third album, I do believe. Look at that cover, huh?
That's fucking sick.
Off Facebook Marketplace, we got a sealed copy of Partridge Family shopping bag.
But you love the Partridge Family.
I do. And Notebook. So we got 2 albums sealed, brand new.
How much were they asking for that?
$19 free ship for 2 sealed albums.
That's fucking real.
I mean, that's just half of the haul, Nick. I found like 30 records total.
So someone's like, listen, we gotta give him a little bit of the love after this universe. Fuck.
I know it. Alejandro's in the house. What's up? Good to have you here tonight. Jeff is saying that Bobby Sherman looks like he's about to do your taxes. Come on now. That's Bobby we're talking
Come
about.
on now.
Oh, thanks, John. Yeah, you know, I mean, John's up in Maine. I've seen the videos. His place just getting pelted with snow. I mean, he couldn't
Fucking
even get out to,
crazy.
he has a little garage that he goes out to, a little shed for his guitar room, and he couldn't even make it out there to play guitar. So
Straight up,
it was
John.
that much snow.
All right, at that point when it has that much snow, same here. Shove the shit out the sidewalk, fucking plow comes and blows it back in. It's insane. You know, I was thinking too, I'm sitting here and I was thinking, like, you know what? What if there was a way that you could take three of your favorite bands, right? Three of your favorite bands and make a compilation of just three. What songs would you pick? That would be the craziest thing. You know what I mean? You take three, you only could have 10 songs. You know? We should do an episode on that sometime.
I mean, I still want to try to put an all-star band together. Or maybe a draft. Maybe a draft. A rock and roll draft.
That'd be cool. We should do that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Listen, anything is possible. And it's like Pink Floyd kind of looks around his ward. Come on.
I mean, no.
NG. Well, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Is it?
No, I mean, I mean, it's like not in the best shape, but the records are all right shape. So that was all that matters. I'm not super picky. Yeah, like
as long as it plays.
It plays great. You put it in a plastic jacket, and all of a sudden, it's like it seems okay. You know what I mean?
Speaking of vinyl, I don't know how much you can say. There's rumors going around that Hate to Be Loved might make its way to vinyl. Are those rumors true?
I'm working on it. The fourth album from the River City Rebels, Hate to Be Loved, the glam punk masterpiece that we put together back in 2004. I've been talking to Victory Records. It's owned by a conglomerate now, but I've been talking to them, and I got the details on how to do it. So what they do is you gotta, it's pretty much, you gotta give them 20%. So if you print up, say 1,000 records and you charge $20 each on them retail, they need 20% of that total, pretty much is what it, and 1,000 of it has to be up front and the rest can be on the back end when you do sell the product.
Okay, well, all right. So technically, though, would that give you yourself rights back to those songs? Like, will you get the right? You just getting the rights just for the vinyl, so you can like have those songs and do whatever you wanted with them.
No. Like I would have to like whatever agreement is,
Oh, I see.
Print the record, but I'm okay. I just want to see that thing on vinyl.
Yeah,
I think it's very important as far as albums go. That's one that needs to see the wax treatment.
I think so too, and that's not too bad of a deal, honestly. I mean, crowdfunding would be pretty easy to get that going, like right away if you wanted to, or if you just wanted to dally it up, be fine. You have to get the art laid out, just like the CD, basically try to get how would you go, get the prints,
That would have to be, I would have to reach out to my buddy Zach from Worthless United, who's done a lot of the art for us in the past. I would have him scan everything and try to lay it out best he could.
Right.
And just use the CD art and do the best he can with it. And
so there, I mean, the first record was on vinyl.
Yeah.
Take made vinyl. A lot of them made vinyl. The last two, right? The last two were on vinyl too.
Last 3 albums were on vinyl.
So there's not many that didn't make vinyl. So it really was just, Hate to Be Loved and No
No
Good,
Good and Playing to Live.
Playing to Live. So all those records, only 3 not making vinyl. I mean, that's pretty good. You get this one, it'll only be 2. And the thing is you could do a sick pink splattered. That would be it. You could do a couple different colors, but one would have to be just fucking or just straight pink.
Well, I reached out to Screaming Crow Records, who did the last 7-inch we released, Headed to Hell.
Yep. Got him like $2.
And he was like, I would love to do that record. So he's in contact with them now, working on my behalf.
Oh, that's perfect.
So he's gonna get to the bottom of it to see if he can do it. And I already told him, I was like, listen, you print it up and you go through the process. I will pay the first $1,000 in advance, and then just send me the records. So it's like, if I got to pay, if I got to buy 40 copies of the record to give him the $1,000 up front to go to Victory Records, it works out. Then I just have to sell 40 copies locally to get the $1,000 back.
Or we go find Tony and be like, Tony, you motherfucker, help us out.
Well, Tony's sold it for millions of dollars. He's long out of the game. So
but maybe he could just say, you know what? Can I get this one back?
The other part, I hit that company up and I was like, hey, can I get a copy of my contract that I signed years ago? And the guy's like, let me check. And then 2 days later, he's like, you've been denied that.
Denied that from who?
I don't know. I'm like, wait a minute. Is there something?
Some guys
on
like,
here?
fuck you. That'd be sick for historical purposes, getting that, contract. I mean, how old were you when you actually signed it? You were fucking
21.
21, yeah. It's young, man. That'd be really cool to actually see that. Well, speaking of historic Rebel stuff, my man Lincoln's been rocking into all the test presses. You've been helping out. I'm like, where's he getting this stuff? Is he hitting?
Yeah, I mean, he's the keeper. He is.
I'm happy.
He's the keys to the car are pretty much going to go to him because he's going to carry on. Hopefully, the story.
He is, man. I think it's really cool. I was like, man, all right, cool. That's some history that I didn't even know still exists. That was really cool.
Yeah, he got like the last sailor hat, the white one that I had that probably had a few hundred shows on it.
I'm surprised you gave that one up, man. I
mean, for me, what am I going to do with it? You know what I mean? I'd much rather see it be appreciated somewhere where it is there's historic value there. He knows the story. He can share that story,
It's cool, man. Lincoln's a great kid. I'm so glad he is the person to give it to. I call him a kid because I'm in my 30s. He's not really a kid, but you know what I mean.
He's a kid. He's 15, 16 years old. He's a kid.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's really cool. I mean, that's what it's like trying to collect all this vinyl and preserve it because this is it, man. That's kind of what I was thinking about the other day. This next generation, it ain't going to have any of this stuff, man. If we don't keep it, a lot of it's seen the landfill already. What's that?
Oh, it's the other stack of the haul for the week.
Let's see it.
All right. We're gonna see how. All right. We found a copy of the Box Tops. Are you familiar with the Box Tops?
No.
Let me see. That guy right there is Alex Chilton from the band Big Star.
Oh, what?
So when he was 16, 17, he joined up with the Box Tops, and he was the voice of that band. They had a big hit with The Letter, and so he went on to do Big Star after that, and obviously Big Star is loved by a lot of people. Replacements were huge fans of Alex Chilton. So we started my Disney collection again.
Oh, shit.
Island at the Top of the World, which is a really obscure Disney movie, really.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's a great one. It's not animation, it's live action. It's really good. Off of Discogs for a couple bucks each, we got Blah 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 by Iggy Pop.
Yeah, you got to have that one. That's Iggy. That's like mid-40s Iggy right there.
Yeah, that's like 80s shit, real Wild Child shit.
Yeah.
We got a Psychedelic Furs, which was a little bit later of an album, but everything the Furs do, I love.
Iconic, man.
We got Roy Wood's Wizard, which was a kind of a progressive glam band. There was connections to Roxy Music with Roy Wood, so this is a good pickup right there. We picked up a Slade record.
Oh, yeah, that's sick.
Yep. Found another copy of Some Girls.
Oh, nice. You have two?
Yeah.
Maybe you put that aside with the PSP and I come see you soon there, Bob.
Richard Brian Kahn already claimed it.
It's all good.
That one already.
Love RBK.
George Jones, that Jones boy. Look at that cover.
Wow. That's sick.
What is he drinking there? Is he got like some milk?
Milkshake looks like, because you got the milkshake thing.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be having a little milkshake. I rock this. It's really, really good. This is an album that came out in '82.
Really? It looks older than that.
Went to Bull Moose a few days ago. We picked up this Richard Hell and the Voidoids reissue.
Oh, that's sick.
Blank Generation. Oh, who's that, Grand Champ?
That's fucking is that fucking I can't see. Can't really see the fucking face right there.
That's fucking Marky Ramone, bud.
No, why is he wearing his t-shirt like that?
Because he was trying to be cool. See, he's got his scissors right there.
Oh shit, that is. I didn't. So the t-shirt threw me off.
Yeah, that's Mark Bell. That was before the Ramones.
Yeah, because I mean, he didn't wear those t-shirts.
When I was trying to get a hold of Victory Records to find out about the Hate We Love stuff, I reached out to a band that was on Victory at the same time to see how they did theirs. So I reached out to Electric Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah.
Really good guys, brothers in this group. I asked both of them advice, and they gave really good advice and the contact I needed to get the ball rolling. So while I was at it, I was like, man, I need this record. They just had this reissued a couple of years ago, but it's a classic punk rock and roll record.
They did it like a rockabilly too, right? Because I have a couple of I have a couple.
No rockabilly. It's like more in the vein of like Dead Boys than it is anything else.
I have a couple. They're from Jersey?
Yeah, they are from New Jersey.
Yeah. Because I have a couple of their 7-inches, and pretty cool. I didn't know they were on Victory.
Yeah, they had 2 records on Victory at the same time we were on there, right around 99, 2001 era. We also got a copy of this at the thrift.
Oh, shit.
Man, I cranked this record up the other day when I was working out. You talk about amazing. Like, this thing is chocked full of hits. Purple Haze, Manic Depression, Hey Joe, The Wind Cries Mary, Foxy Lady, Are You Experienced? Like, come on now.
Dude, it's crazy. One thing they didn't never talk about Hendrix, dude. They rarely talk about him. He was doing that shit when he was like 23 to 20. Like, he was young. He was young.
Super, super young. So you look at him there and it's like he died young. So you're just like, well, this guy did some. I mean, the guitar, it's just beautiful. It's so fuzzed out. And the bass playing and the drumming. Like the best. They were the best.
Yeah. And it's just crazy that not a lot of people can say that they were doing that type of music in their early 20s, man. It's like crazy.
And today I went. Grandchip, do you know that record store in Montpelier, Vermont?
Yes, I do. What is it called?
It's Spielers
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I've grew up in this area. I didn't know there was a record store in Montpelier.
Yeah, I used to go there for shows when I would play shows there down in Montpelier, but at that was it that church there?
Yeah,
Used
I
to,
knew about the church. I never knew there was a record store. So, um, I was on the way up to that record store, and I stopped at the Randolph Thrift, and we found Rolling Stones Tattoo You.
that's fucking sick. That's at what is that name of the rumor has it? Such a weird name, but yeah.
Found a copy of the B-52s, like first
Oh
EP that
hell yeah,
they released, like 82, 83, produced by David Byrne from Talking Heads.
hell yeah. That's where I got all that Thin Lizzy stuff. Same place.
Yeah, you lucked out big time. We got Bob Dylan in the band
Wow,
playing live.
that's a pretty rad store actually.
Neil Young's On the Beach album.
Wow, found that shit there.
Yeah, it was all $8 a piece. So I definitely paid for these ones.
Did they jack their prices?
No, they knew what they had. These were all like really good ones, and they were like, okay.
Oh, they weren't with the. Still not bad for $8 a piece. Yeah, because
No, and like I said, all the condition was really good, so I felt good. So then we finally got to the record store, and we snagged up a couple records. We got this Man Machine by Kraftwerk.
oh wow,
I mean, that record store is really good in Montpelier. It's like the dude that owns it. I talked to him last couple times I've gone. He's a punk, you know. He loves punk rock. He likes good music.
it's on the left. Isn't that? It's right at like it's down the alleyway on the left hand
Yeah,
side, and then
exactly.
there used to be a retro clothing store that's kind of attached to it or next to it.
If there is, I didn't notice it. And the last thing I snagged up this week,
Oh, the damn, yeah.
first Damned album, which too fucking good. It was $35, but you know what? I felt good. It was a 40th anniversary edition. Has a nice book in it with the history of the album when they made it. So it's been a pretty good week considering, you know, coming off a really shitty week. So
Yeah, there's some cool stores. Yeah, rumor have it has it place is really rad. They have some really cool sometimes they have some cool film cameras and other stuff and collectibles too. Pretty underrated store. Again though, these places are starting to get figured out and it's time of the it's kind of the luck of the draw. It's becoming, you know. It's fine, but can only get so much lucky so many times.
yeah, I mean the last couple times I've gone to that place, it was a bust. You know, I found some like TV show box sets that no one else would give a shit about but me. But other than that, the vinyl's been a bust.
Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is, too, it's like vinyl's super back. That's why I think, you know, if you can put some of even the playing the live record, you get all of them. You know, people buy them because vinyl is, people are doing it more than ever now. So it's pretty cool. I really hope, you know, people are getting into this stuff and preserve it. I hope like in 10 years they don't throw this shit away. I hope this time just in general, people in general, you know.
I don't think you have to worry about the vinyl. Um, if anything, it's the CDs. That's the stuff that I'm always like, man,
Yeah.
people don't value those CDs at all.
Oh, it's true. And I think really what comes to comes to realize is that we all paid 20 something dollars for those CDs when they're new, and now you can't give them away. I mean, I remember like it was a big deal getting a CD. It was a big fucking deal. Like $20, $23. Some of those
Yeah, so you'd have to like and then you didn't even know if it was going to be good. So you had to like trust the artist or trust someone that you knew or someone that worked at the store to be like,
Yep.
this is good. You're gonna like it. That kind of deal.
Yep. Remember Brian Wilkinson, the guy you sold the amp to? Well, he used to work at the Coconuts down here, and when it was Strawberry, so I'd go in there and he'd tell me about some band. This is forever ago. And yeah, I mean, I remember, spending $23. I mean, that's a lot of money for a 17-year-old dude, 16-year-old. A lot of money. I just remember, and they used to come in the security kit. I mean, it was like CDs were beloved and behold. You had like the double security. You had to like have this key to pop it out. I mean,
Well, it's funny you mentioned coconuts because when I went to the dentist a few weeks ago, so I'm I go through, I check in, I go to the to the chair to sit down. I'm sitting in there, and this woman comes in. She goes, "Are by the way, are you a famous singer?" And I got like shit in my mouth, and I'm just like, I wouldn't say famous. I sang and I got out of the area. I guess what come to find out, the woman who was the receptionist there was a manager at Coconuts years back. So
whoa,
that's when like RCR had like their own like listening station, and we used to sell a lot of CDs through Coconuts in the hometown. They would order like 17 copies of
right?
Playing to Live. I remember that really well.
That's crazy. Was that in the same like downtown area, like where JC Penney was and everything like
Yeah,
that?
where Moses. I think pretty much that
Right
Mose in
area.
that area is
KB
where.
Toys was right down. So you had KB Toys and you had Coconuts. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Well, yeah, because they would do, you would find a lot of different stuff there. It's really cool. Yeah, man. Well, ours was right near Staples down here near the Hannafords. It was right down there. Dude, that's really cool. That's cool that she had that memory and was like, whoa.
In her perception, because we sold a lot of copies of that
Yeah.
CD in the hometown. So yeah, to her, like it was like, oh wow, like
Well, there's not a lot of just bands that made it out, man. You guys were on a major label and made it out. So I mean, pretty much in Northeast, that's pretty much making it, man. I mean,
it is. But to say famous, you're just like, okay, don't.
should
It's
have gave
not
her
like that.
your YouTube handle and be like, yo, check out my
Well,
collection.
I have a follow up appointment on Monday, so I'm gonna bring in some CDs.
Oh, dude, she'd probably love that. That'd be really
Yeah.
cool for you to do. You should totally do that. That'd be really awesome. That's the thing. It's weird, man. So you must be probably 25, almost 30 years of playing. Like, when was your first show? Because I was thinking about this the other day. Because I just hit this year 2 decades, 20 from like my first band when I was 15, because I'm 35 in a couple months. So I just barely hit 20 years. So you've got to be
Started when I was
25.
16,
Yeah,
so you're going on like 24 years or something. Yeah.
25. Yeah. So it's kind of cool. I made like a really short little, I've been taking an Instagram break, but I made like a short, my friend Max made a short little, like, just like a couple minute of some flyers and some photos throughout the years, just kind of flash it. So I'll be sharing that soon on the gram.
Jeff is saying, I remember being young and seeing Sylvain from the New York Dolls phone number written on the wall on Buck Road where we lived
Is that
in
true?
Hanover, New Hampshire, and I'll never forget that. So cool today. RCR was the best. Yeah, that was all super surreal, and something that you look back and you're like, that doesn't even seem like it happened. It was a different life. I'm like, who is that? Why did that happen? How did it just things connected and clicked? So
How did you actually? So we all knew he, helped with the record producer rating, but how did you actually? How did you guys, like, What was the story behind that? I know we're almost done, but with time. But did and you kind of met up with Duff because he's in the video. Like, how did that all happen? Was it just the maze of rock and roll out west, or?
no, I mean at that point, Sylvain wasn't. He was kind of forgotten. Like obviously the New York Dolls had been broken up for years. Syl was doing some solo stuff. He had released some CDs. He had a manager that was in New York City, and this manager, no one had heard of this manager. So we reached out to the manager and we are like, well, can we have a meeting with you and talk about maybe trying to get Syl? And we met with the manager. It went well. He gave us Sill's number. We called up Sill and just talked to him on the phone. I talked to him for like a half hour, what we were looking to do, what our budget was. And Sill had nothing going on. He was like, at that time, nothing was happening. He was, you could tell he was a big time alcoholic. It's like, which I understand.
Right.
I was on the beginning of my path there. And we offered him $5,000 to do it. We were like,
Wow.
our budget was $15,000 to make the album. And Sill was like, okay, we can do this. $5,000. I'm like, that's fine. So
that's back then too. So $5,000's probably around 6 or 7 now.
Yeah, I mean,
inflation.
Yeah, so we went out on a limb because we had never hired a producer before. We always just had the engineer kind of do it. So this was the first time that we hired a producer on top of the engineer. So it was a big step, and we knew that the album was already pretty much ready to go. We had it all demoed, so we just wanted him to, like, for the stamp of approval, to like be there, to like have our back after the fact, because we knew going in we didn't really need him, but we knew going out of it that we were going to need him, and he helped us. He put the name out there to all his friends, everyone he knew. That's how we got Jesse Malin from D-Generation on the album.
Hell yeah.
That's how we got Danny Ray to play saxophone on the record. Like, there was all these little things that he brought in that made that shit happen.
That's crazy, man. The one thing too, so he was still in New York at the time. So like,
no, he wasn't. Sill lived down south. He was down in like Georgia.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
So yeah, he came up to New York City and was staying at like a YCMA,
Holy shit.
Like, it was like the crappiest like hotel, like $40 a night. He was staying there, and yeah, it was during that time he actually got the call from fucking Morrison about getting the Dolls back together.
Wow.
So we were in the studio, Sill takes the call, and he's like, that was Morrissey wanting to have the Dolls perform at the festival in the UK, and would he be on board? And he's like, yeah, of course. Like, Sill loved the Dolls. So yeah, that was a no-brainer. So we were there when that happened. And that's then really cool. When the relevance started again. Like, he was back on track performing with the Dolls. So, and it was night and day, his mannerisms and just how alive he felt. You could tell.
That's crazy cool call that he had to be a part of in a lot of ways. That's cool piece of history, man, because I always was wondering how it, I was like, oh, it just must happen. And how about Duff in the video? You were just shooting and he was like there in LA, or or
we had opened up for him, so it wasn't.
Oh, so that's cool. Yeah,
we opened up for him, and we're able to stay in touch through management and stuff. And we're like, hey, can we get a cameo with you in the video? And yeah, he's like, sure, we'll do it up. Duff's super personable, just a good guy. He came from the punk scene, so he totally got what was going on.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that he does. He seems like a great dude, because I know you're not a big Chris Jericho fan, but I'm not either. But he does the Duff joke of the week every single time, and they're really just funny. But dude, that's cool. That's a cool background. So like, keep us updated on the Hate to Be Loved record, and let us know if it's possible, because definitely want a copy.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, I think it was only going to be 500 printed up. So
right,
I want them to go fast, and I want them just to sell out and then just be done with it. But at least it's in the universe.
Second run, or you have to pay for that. Just one run, do two runs.
Like I said, 500 copies, I'd be happy. Let them be out there in the world, and let it be kind of collectible, and because I know 500 copies will sell really quick.
Right, quick, yeah.
Which would be nice.
Dude, hell yeah. This has been an awesome episode, guys. Thanks for sticking around, too. Gee, you guys a lot of comments tonight. Pretty awesome, man.
Oh, I went to the movies tonight. I haven't gone out in over 2 years to do any sort of entertainment.
Spider-Man.
Jackass.
Straight up.
The new Jackass movie.
How was it?
It
Straight
was
up.
fun.
Straight up. It was good.
It was good.
Bam's pissed. Bam is not happy.
Well, you know, Bam should have got his shit together and he would have been included.
Yeah, that's true. Now let me ask you that: was some of the stunts crazier or just as crazy? What was it
just as crazy? It was a lot of the same gags. I mean, they added some new stuff. I mean, it was some dangerous shit for sure. It was fun.
Dude, that's crazy. Would you just go right downtown at the movie theater?
Yeah. And they put new seats in there. It's more spread out. It was nice. It was a really nice experience.
Now I gotta hit you up because I don't know if you actually been watching, but Sarah and I have been watching the New Jersey Shore. Is it Jersey Bore? I think it might be Jersey Bore right now because it ain't.
I haven't watched it. I just finished up Florida Bama Shore, the new season.
Is that like the rip-off Jersey Shore?
It's better than Jersey Shore now.
Come on,
they're young.
Better.
They're young. Yeah. They're young and they're stupid. They're out of control. It's really good.
Sarah's laughing. So should we watch it?
Oh, watch it. Watch it from the beginning though. You're gonna love it. You'll love it. It's better than what the Jersey Shore has been in years.
Well, yes, the Jersey Bore right now. I've been watching.
These guys are just like getting drunk, fighting each other, having sex with each other, going out, fighting other people.
That's awesome.
Then they pray. They pray after they fight. They
pray they don't. Dan, no, they don't. No, they don't.
It's hypocritical. It's amazing. It's really worth the watch.
Wait, is it by the same producers or is it just?
Yeah, it's the same formula. Everything is the same type.
Oh shit! So it's like really. So
and these people are super likable. Like each one of them has their own like thing going on that
they pray.
They do. They pray before dinner. Then they pray when things happen wrong and when they get arrested. I mean, it's nuts.
All right. So what is it called?
Florida Bama Shore.
No, it's not.
Yeah. How have you not heard of this? It's like 5 seasons in now.
All right. So we got to find that shit. We got to watch that shit tonight because we've watched Bret Michaels fucking Rock of Love 1, 2, and 3. All right. We watched fucking
Daisy of Love.
She's laughing because she knows it's true.
I just watched Daisy of Love myself. Rewatched it.
Daisy's a great person. Great person.
I don't know if she's a great person.
Yeah, it might not be a great person, but
that season was funny.
Britt, Mike, you got fucking six pack? 12 pack? Jesus.
Sinister, Chi-Chi, you got them all.
Sinister, what is it? Oh, Chi-Chi? Oh, man. The thing is it script the makeup and how people dress was like 2003 all over. Big Rig.
Oh, Big Rig, yeah.
Now, Bret Michaels has fake hair extensions. I didn't know that until he mentioned it at the show. He mentioned it at the show, and I was like, all right, then. And ever since he said that, I just looked at his hair. I'm like, that shit's fake as fuck, man. So I'm gonna check it out. Florida Bama Shore.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Yeah. Well, we do love our trash reality here at the Grand Champ household. So,
right, I will say right now in TV, it's never been better. Like with Yellow Jackets. Have you seen Yellow Jackets?
She loves it.
Yellow Jackets is the best.
She loves it, Dan.
I love it.
Well, when he ate all the mushrooms and went crazy, that was getting a little crazy.
A little weird. It's pretty hot. And then the other show, Boba Fett, is incredible right now.
Boba Fett? She don't know that one.
It's extension of Mandalorian.
All right. Star Wars. But
it's incredible. It's the best thing Star Wars has done since 1981.
Since the Christmas special.
Yeah, that too. And what was the other big one that I've been watching?
Yellow Jacks is pretty, yeah. People
1883.
straight
The
up.
origin story of Yellowstone or whatever. It has
Really?
Sam Elliott. It's incredible. It's a Western. It's
It's a Western.
no, but it's perfect. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen. I'm in love with it.
Well, we just watched rewatched Evil Genius. That's fucking said the collar bomb. You want the documentary? That's so fucked, dude. So
Yeah.
fucked.
It's
Collar bomb, fucking Jesus Christ. Still don't get that because like if they really wanted the money, that dude was never gonna make it. They even proven it. They did the lap. They're like that dude, the scavenger hunt, he was never gonna make it. So
No.
they weren't gonna ever get the money. They just wanted to see this dude die. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's crazy.
Jeff saying Ozark. Everyone keeps saying Ozark, but I haven't watched that yet either.
Ozark?
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so maybe I gotta get on that once the other shows kind of die down because right now.
Well, listen, Jersey Shore, dude, it's bad, man. Like we love the Jersey Shore, but this season, essentially, it's just like basically Vinny and Angelina just having just stupid problems. They don't have anything to go on. Like Mike's got the kid and everything, and everyone else is fine. And it's just like, oh, Angelina and Vinny fight so we can have some.
Yeah, because the only ones that don't have kids. So essentially, it's the people without kids. Like they're the only ones carrying on the tradition of just
the
being
drama
out of control.
That's what it is. But I mean, I missed season 1 too.
I have them behind me. Like the first 7, you're good to go.
The Family Vacation. That's when it slowly. Ron Page. I like. Right, he makes me laugh.
There was some moments.
Ron Page. Well, dude, listen. Thanks for rushing me up on that. You have to check it out. Yeah, I'm glad you're a Yellow Jacket fan because even I got into it while she was watching it. Pretty fucked up. There was that actress is in it. That one that looks it's kind of like she plays
Christina Ricci.
Yeah. What was it?
And Juliette Lewis.
Juliette Lewis. She's like the one that's kind of like the drug.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. She looks like she's about 20 years too old to be playing that role.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, man. They're gonna have another season of that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think there's more coming.
I have to be.
And have you watched Heels yet?
No, is it good?
It's incredible.
That's on HBO though, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know
How you
where.
stream?
Watch Heels. You talk about like it's a wrestling show, but drama and it's perfect. It's right up your alley. You both love it.
I'll have to check it out, man. I know CM Punk made his cameo in there, so I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Looks like we have a lot to watch. We still got 2 more months of winter, so turn on the boob tube. I really do want to watch that Florida.
Yeah. You're going to love it. I want a full report next week.
What? Full report? All right.
Yeah, because I'm sure you're going to watch all of season 1 this week.
I'll bring Sarah on the Rebel Gaming Club at the end, and we'll give her report too.
Yep.
You willing to do that? She said, yeah. She didn't say yeah, but she's gonna.
But she will. She will. I know.
She will. She will. Well, should we sign off to the guys?
Yeah,
Thank you, everyone. Damn it.
We'll see everyone next week here at the same time. We got this new microphone, so everything sounds great. Rebel Gaming Club tomorrow. The Polaroid Love set is going up live. That's preparing tomorrow. So
yes, that's awesome. Watch that shit because it's sick.
Yeah. So we'll see everyone next week.
Do what you do. Toodaloo.